All golfers have a hope to get better, but you need more than hope. You need a plan. And this video outlines your score improvement plan.
The on-target game improvement system first develops a scoring profile to determine those areas of your game contributing most to your high scores. This is done by tracking the shots you hit on the course in 4 areas: driving, approach shots, the short game shots around the green, and your putting. Golf is 4 games in one, and your scoring profile objectively measures and compares your skill scores in those 4 games and identifies your strengths and weaknesses. Now first let's look at your driving performance in both distance and accuracy. The distance you hit with your best drives is good enough to score well. You don't necessarily need to hit your best drive better, just more often.
During your round, you hit 42% of the fairways, and for 83% of the par 4s, you had a remaining distance to the green of less than 175 yards. Your flight scope showed a club head speed of around 100 miles an hour and a spin rate of 3,200. Those are good numbers. Also, your attack angle was plus 2 degrees, which is optimal for a driver. I recommend you set a statistical goal of improving your driving accuracy and increase your current 42% to 55% of fairways hit. And try to do this over the next 3 rounds.
Now let's look at your approach shot performance. During the round, we hit approach shots only from the fairway, and the majority of shots were from 150 yards or closer.
During your round, you hit 33% of the greens with your approach shot. And remember, these were all from the fairway or from the tee box on par 3s. I recommend that you track the approach shots you play from the fairway and from a distance between 100 and 150 yards and set a goal to hit 45% of those greens. One of the benefits of attending the school is you receive a 1-year membership to the On Target Golf Association, which gives you access to Power Tracker, which makes keeping this statistic very easy.
Now let's look at your chip and pitch shot performance. Golf is about hitting targets. With driving, your target is the fairway. With approach shots, your target is the green. Your target for chip and pitches is to hit it close enough to give yourself a reasonable chance to make the first putt. That target is at least 18 feet from the hole and ideally less than 9 feet.
During the round, you hit 50% of your short game shots inside of 18 feet and 25% inside of 9 feet. As you continue working on your new short game fundamentals, these will improve. I recommend for your short game goal to hit inside of 9 feet 35% of the time. This would be an average after 3 rounds. Now let's look at your putting statistics. During your round, you had 3 3-putts, which is once every 6 holes. On tour, the pros 3-putt once every 30 holes. Also, for all the first putts you hit from further than 18 feet, 67% stopped within 3 feet of the hole. That's pretty good. I really liked your speed control on your long putts. But one statistic I also kept was how many second putts that were further than 3 feet did you make. You made only 20% of those putts, which were between 3 and 5 feet. This is an area I would like for you to improve. Your goal for putting is to increase the percentage of second putts that you make from outside of 3 feet. Increase that to 50%.
Next in the on-target system is to prioritize the most important areas to work on first. I gave you statistical goals in each area, but what statistical goals are the most important to reach? I want my students to have 1 full swing project and 1 short game project.
I would like your full swing project to be the following. Begin tracking the percent fairways you hit with the driver and average hitting 55% of those fairways after a minimum of 3 rounds. Your short game project is after the next 3 rounds you play to increase the average percentage of chip, pitch, and bunker shots that stop less than 9 feet from the hole to 35% of the time.
Once these goals are met, we can look again at your overall statistics and set new goals and projects. Now that we've identified the problem areas and have set some statistical goals to achieve, we need to identify what's causing our current problem and implement a correction. To hit more fairways, you need to make the mechanical changes I described in your full swing report. This will require at least 1 session to establish the change and learn the drills to do in your practice sessions. You will probably need a follow-up a few weeks after that to make sure you are still on track. During both the first session and any follow-up sessions, I want to also work on your short game project. This work will be to continue the fundamentals we covered in the school on your short game. Part of the on-target system also is to continue tracking your statistics when you play a round of golf. By attending the golf school, you now have a 1-year membership to the On-Target Golf Association website, which has my power tracker where you can easily record your statistics. The member side of the website is in the final stages of our newest update and will be ready to use shortly. When it is, I will send you the log information you need and the tutorials that show how to use Power Tracker. The email I am sending will show you several options to choose from on which lesson program might be best for your situation.